Hello, um, just checking here. This is my introduction. If I'm live, so I can share also and open the live chat. Yes, I can see myself here on my channel and I have to share it on Facebook. Now, recently I went, it was very painful, to Christian princes again and again, as not only it, nothing to do with Christian prince, but he's just showing the hadiths, which I would also share on my Facebook page, right? On my profile. Uh, it's very difficult to see those hadiths, some of the hadiths, which the uh, Umayyads, we were told as Shias, the enemies, it's come from the enemies of Rasulullah, because they're so ridiculous at times and very, numbers are wrong and all that. So this is what, if Christian Prince wasn't doing this, I would have done it myself, but it's very painful, you see, and that's why I share it on my profile. Uh, and to not only for myself that it's painful and I have to vent it out, share it, but to see that how the Muslims, um, how could they believe in these ridiculous, unreasonable hadiths and then blame the Shias also for things against the Sahabas, whereas if you read Then I Was Guided, you would find out that this Sunni Muslim gentleman converted, and why he converted to Shia Islam. And then how his thoughts in the beginning, they were just distressing him against his master Umar, Abu Bakr, and all that, right? So then I was guided. You can read Tejani's book, Muhammad Samawi, Tejani Samawi, like that. His name is, sorry if I have not put the name in sequence, proper sequence. Now, the thing is that someone said there's a comment which a Christian Prince shared on his live stream recently. He's live even now, I think, as I speak. uh, that who cares about you? But you care so much about this Prophet Muhammad. And a person who, Christian Prince is right, that in your Surah Fatiha, so I said, I'm going to share this. And as I was listening to Christian Prince again and again on these hadiths, I was most concerned and in pain. So I had to laugh it out. I was laughing. People would think that I'm making fun of. No, I'm not joining. No, I'm not joining anyone in making fun of the Muslims. But what the hadith is painfully ridiculous and wrong. The numbers which I couldn't understand, and like, what is this? So please don't blame it on Christian Prince. And the other thing is, no one cares. I mean, I wanted to ask, but I stopped myself. Like, how many have changed their religion, left Islam at Christian Prince live stream since he started this? How many have left Islam? So, no, there are people who care. If you don't care, but Christian Prince didn't kind of, I don't know, he gave an answer and I'm giving my answer. And I feel it's absolutely essential that we do this live stream. Um, so that maybe we can save one person who cares to see the truth and the falsehood in this Islam, right? Uh, Another thing is that, sorry, I cannot talk properly. My live stream was quite rude on Paramahamsa Vishwananda and all this. And what I gave in the end was um, Victor Hugo's quote from Les Miserables, his book. And then someone's going to say, well, uh, Victor Hugo has written many things, right? And who is this? What is love and what is the beloved? And what is the relationship of God on earth with the beloved and sending his, perhaps like for example, let's see if Radharani was a demon or made you, misguided you. But let's find out. It could be against me because I'm getting signs I'm Radharani or बस थोड़ा signs मिल रहे हैं ऐसे signs are coming, but let's not make it for sure. I wouldn't say for sure because I don't know the Hindu religion for sure, and no, and not even the signs can I be sure about, right? That I have been receiving, and I don't want to misguide anyone. I can cheat myself, but not another, right? So hope not. Never cheat another. So the thing is that I said that some people are using like a Rupa Spara. Uh, so I don't mean to be, but I was gone case yesterday when I heard the whole. I had shared this video a long time ago, Dr. Deepak Chopra and Rupert Svera. I don't mean to make him feel bad. I don't mean to, make him feel bad about him, what he said. So I think I'll take, sorry about this. Yeah, he's right about these things, but then, saying that he doesn't believe in incarnation, but there are people who say that they are incarnated, like a Vishnu's Kalki avatar would be coming. But like Mother Teresa, on the other hand, said, don't wait for leaders. Do do it yourself. So as humanity has been crumbling down, and we have little faith in love also, but those who say they have faith in God, what have they contributed? Right? We have to see that whether stopping their daughters from getting married to someone they love, or their child, their son, just because the other person, you have to say, but due to Islam or this or that. And the parent has lived his life and they think, things like that. Like in Karachi, also, I saw that one person could not marry another person, the person he loved, because of some complications, and the parents didn't allow it for some reason, or some Islamic reason even. You are bringing a lot of unhappiness by saying that you trust in one God to people. So, but you don't trust in love. Now, I'm not saying there are no lesbians or there. In my childhood, I've seen it, or bisexuals or anyone. But this teacher of mine, I'll show you my face now. When I was 15 years old, she was I met her in Karachi American School. And this was one photograph in my birthday because the cameraman was taking the movie. So this was from a snapshot camera, just ordinary camera that my brother may have taken, and I'm sitting with her and I'm holding her hand. And she's like my aunt, my grand aunt. Not even my aunt, my grand aunt. She's the age I was 15 and she's like 40 decades older than me. Now, there could be also this incest and, mother, grandmother sleeping with her nephew, grandchild, and things like that. But that also was not in my heart. So we had a great moment together because you see, she was very strict and she was very principalized lady, a teacher also. So in school, my stupidity like Kabacha. If you know the Urdu drama, um, Miss Hasina Moin's Tanhaya, Like I used to get overwhelming feeling, and then she would say, "Oh, you looked at me, but you didn't say good morning to me." And don't say hi, Miss Desal, say good morning. She was very principalized and very strict with me, firm with me. So this birthday, we were going fine. And so I thought of holding her hand like she did in the movie Jaws. She was scared at that time. And my hand was on the, seat, on the side of the seat where you keep your hand, your elbows and all. So I was sitting like that when she took me to see Jaws movie. And when the Jaws came and all this, and in the cinema hall, all that, she got scared. And I was watching the movie like it's a movie because I was young and I didn't get any shudders or she held my hand. So it's like, elderly lady, my teacher's scared and she's holding my hand. I didn't say anything. And another thing was my aunt had said to me that why do you worship Mr. Sa, the one you love? So out of that I wrote this prose. My love is the key to loyalty, faith, and truth. So here goes the aunt thing, my mother's sister, one of them. Must we worship love, which has been created from God? And you, who has his trust in God, can you not resist the love I treasure for you? So I was thinking of my teacher who had her trust in God and also Imam Ali, right? Oops, I just have to, I will carry on just a slight mistake. Anyways, it's not correcting. So it always does this to me, it gets stuck. So can you resist the love I treasure for you? Because she brought a poster for me. Poster. Poster. Sorry, poster. I've forgotten the English, more getting worse. She said that, remember God. And so my aunt was with me that those days we were living together. She had come to our house, my mother's other sister. And so she's not the one who questioned me about this, but her younger sister did, my mother's younger sister. So Miss Disa was telling my aunt and me that why don't you put it on the door? So we said, we sleep like this, our feet are there, and we don't like our feet to be facing this poster which says, always remember God. So what we did, then then my aunt said, oh, we can put it above the door. That's okay. Yes. So as soon as we get up, we will remember God. That's it. And she never used her Christianity or anything, just always remember God. So that too, I have to be very careful because they're very cunning people out there. And we had some cunning people against us, saying there were lesbians and all that. So she, like a Ram, I felt like God ejected Adam out of the garden, or even Iblis. So I was the little devil now, Miss Desa's little devil, that had to be taken out of her life. So she used to come to my house before this also, many years. 1979, she brought her nieces and all. Okay, so now what happened is I loved her, I adored her, and I grew up with her in school. Like I was 9 years old when I joined Karachi American School. I was 10 I think by the time of 10 years old, I got attached to Miss Tissa, my PE teacher, physical education teacher in Karachi American School. So now I grew up at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is the last birthday picture of mine where Miss Tissa came. I was in Karachi American School, and then I had this feeling, very restless feeling. I went to her house. I said I want to leave school. Asked her if this was a good decision. She told me, okay, yes. And then I said, okay, I'll go to Dubai and I will. I was in Karachi. I said, I'll go to Dubai and find out if I can join a school there. But then I came to Dubai. No, no. No, I didn't go to Dubai. I couldn't leave Karachi, my mother and all this. So, but I left Karachi American School. And then when I wanted to go back, they told my father that it's not our policy, that if a student leaves, then they want to come back. It's not a policy to take them back. But then later on, the rumors started to follow me that I kissed a girl. That's why I was kicked out of Karachi American School. And Miss Desa was very, very strict about these rumors. You know, once I just said something about our aid aid teacher, substitute teacher when one teacher is absent, then and she was a Maiman. And as a Miss Desa, you know, even saying these private things about her, Miss Tissa would get angry, right? So if I say like she was a Mayman, Miss Tissa would say, no, no, don't say these things because you don't know how people are, and all. So something had happened, and I said, oh, so she got engaged again. Oh, Miss Tissa just gave me a fine lecture on that. Like how dare you bring her past and all this, and I was happy for her. But Miss Tissa was like, no, no, you're not supposed to bring the past. Like, no, it's like rumors, it's like bad, it's this. About rumors, she would hit the roof on me if I ever, you know, I say a gossip or what do you say that दूसरों के intervening in other people's personal lives and all this. Then, can you resist the love I treasure for you? With you I felt heaven's breast. Watch the angels quench their quest. Now, this just came to me in my teen years, this prose, or it's not poetry because you know, like in a Quran ayat, you have that you will get huris and they will have these breasts. Watch, with you I felt heaven's breast. Watch the angels quench their quest. They saw us. In simple words, I shall imply, if I lose you, I will be lost. So the eyes are near you, and this doesn't work, I think. Maybe I'm, you know, dying or something. Oh God, what's wrong with this? There's no movement. So this is my teacher, Miss Asteria Desa. She was a teacher in St. Joseph's College long time back. When I joined St. Joseph's College, before that even I knew that she was a teacher of the Fikris, and her sister was a friend of one of the Fikri, because her sister, who had come from Canada on my one birthday, 1979, went to the Fikri house while she sent her daughters for my birthday, and their aunt, Miss this one, my teacher, uh, came to my birthday, 1979. I remember it was Eid, and so they had bought this card for me which said Eid Mubarak and happy birthday. Now, what is in this that is so uh, provocative? Holding a hand of your grandaunt? You know, when my mother, she was seeing Miss Desa off, like Miss Desa said, I'm leaving and all this. On this day, she held Miss Desa's hand. Even my mother held Miss Desa's hand, I remember. It's in the video because we called a professional to make a video of this birthday. So even my mother held, like she was like, oh, okay, and she held Miss Desa's hand, I think, at the door of this lounge in the old house. So my mother held Miss Desa's hand when at the door of this room, big room we used to call it in Urdu, and Sindhi Khoja. So what's wrong in this? I know there are crazy things out there, right? And so, okay, and apologize greatly about the Dr. Deepak Chopra and how I said it, and Paramahamsa Vishwananda, how I said it. So I don't know any other way. And I'm very, very angry right now about who. I'm not getting the answer. Like who? Or maybe was a Shia alim involved because my father used to ask Shia alims about certain things. Could they have told my father, are they keeping this away from me? I don't know why they're keeping this away from me. What, like, was there a conspiracy in this thing, right? Separating us from, separating us. She was not allowed. Was it like Bobby movie, Indian movie? I'm scared to show because I could have copyrights. I could be in that infringement of copyrights. So I can't show the Bobby movie thing on YouTube, or I might get, because India, I don't know, one time I did this, I got an email that this video has, you have to mute it or you have to take away that part where, because it's copyrights. You've infringed upon. Anyhow, this. Now, you see, people are going to have broken hearts, even in Islam, right? If you don't understand the love that some people have there, it's purely like, but they say you can't love anyone. There's no love. You can only love, and ishq sirf Allah ke saath hota hai. My father's like, and use your akal. Of course, you've seen that verse, Surah Yunus, ayat 100. And so we're supposed to use our akal and not go on our hearts. So, otherwise there would be an abomination on us. Shias, as Shias also. So then who gave that advice to my father to separate us or something? I don't know what's happened. Until this day, this was in 1983. And then we got separated. What was Miss Desai and I. And in 1984, she never came to my birthday because we were separated. And I didn't even, I think, celebrate. I don't remember 1984 at all. What happened? So where shall I go now? What? Loving one another. Is there anything called loving one another? I think there is a ayat, right? Now, what can I do if there are lesbians and all this? But I wasn't. Then they brought about this thing that God knows it's hidden. You will not enter paradise until you believe, and you will not believe until you love one another. Thank you, Muslim.sg. Sorry, just being fast, so I don't mean copyrights infringement. Just want this. I can't read the whole. Where is it? Where's that ayat? Love is a gift from. Still, there are some who take others as Allah's equal. They love them as they should love Allah. You see, even in polytheism, it was like this, to love the earthly beloved, the earthly leader who is leading you, even in polytheism. But here, it's against polytheism. It says they love them as they should love Allah, but the believers love Allah even more. So it's not like what my father said that shirk is haram to do it on, sorry, ishq is haram. Ishq is only for Allah. No, you can love Allah more, but you can love your believers as, but not more than Allah. You can love your believers, it's ishq. God knows which person was guiding my father on that, which ulama. And if you should count the favors of, where's the love ayat? Because it's against the polytheists. You know, they would love Radha Rani, for example, and Sri Krishna here. Oh, it's in the hadith. Let me just check if there's a ayat. Merciful to the believers only. Oh, mankind be mindful, created, and fear, and disperse both of them. So, mutta is pleasure. Mutta you can have, because you can't, it's unhealthy to stay away from your wife. Once you're married, more than 3 months, and of his signs is that he created you from yourselves, mates. So it's okay, husband and wife, this is okay, Baba. This is about marriage and partners. Are we not allowed to love Christians? Without a doubt, Allah knows what they conceal and what they reveal. He certainly does not love those who are too proud. No, there's no, there's no verse that says, never will you attain the good reward until you spend in the way of Allah, from that which you love. So, have you ever sacrificed as a Shia your loved one? You see, true love demands no sacrifice. I don't know how to bring it to you Shias even. I know it's an American song. Now you'll say these singers. True love demands no sacrifice. True love, we are here to. Then you will say, no, I have to do my duty as a daughter and love my mother. But I can at the same time love a teacher. My mother didn't mind that. True love demands no sacrifice. My mother was never jealous of that. When she used to see my friends coming over, she would say, I'm so happy to see you, happy with your friends. There is no love without sacrifice. Oh, God, which song is it? Who sang it? Which band? Can't find it. There was a song, True Love Demands No Sacrifice. But you see, Imam Hussain, so if you can sacrifice your daughter, like Imam Hussain did, because अल्लामा इकबाल तो कहते हैं, अल्लामा इकबाल ने तो कहा था कि कारवान में एक भी हुसैन ही नहीं है, लेकिन है. I was like, हमारे शिया हैं, they would give their lives for Hussain, or like that. In Karachi, how they used to bring their babies, infants, to Mehfil Shah Khurasan. I mean, one bomb blast and we're all gone. And their child also, right? Like that. So no. And then how shall I speak to your very soul that this is unhealthy, to you're breaking hearts, separating two loved ones. दिल से हमने चाहा है. हमारे कराची में ऐसे ऐसे दोस्त हमारे देखिए तन्हाइयाँ में क्या शराफत से लाइक अगर ये एक हमारे पता है हाथ नहीं लगाते थे लेकिन प्लेटोनिक फ्रेंडशिप जब तक शादी नहीं हो लाइक ऐसे से हमारे तहज़ीब क्या ऐसी दोस्ती थी तन्हाइयाँ कि हाथ नहीं लगाते थे हमारे दोस्त अगर लड़की नहीं, if the girl doesn't want, right? Unless that person is really sleazy and comes on. So लेकिन हमारे पाकिस्तान में कराची में ऐसे भी दोस्त हैं जो हाथ नहीं लगाते थे मुझे, right? Look at this. Tanhaya, this is a true example. Right? हाथ वाथ कुछ भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. क्या क्या था दोस्ती ज़ारा, अहमद और ज़ैन? Huh? What was it? Was like this in Karachi. Some of the some, not all. So this we had in Karachi. I can tell you myself. हाथ वाथ नहीं लगाते, दोस्त दोस्त था. और जैन तो एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था. कितना लाइक क्या गैरतमंद दोस्त था. And I'm sure there are people like that in Karachi, men like that. But then we have this very dirty side. It's dark. Sorry about that, yeah? Uh, it's not like boom, 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 you know. वो तो कराची में ये था कि अभी तक खुमैनी जब तक नहीं आया था ना ईरान, तो वो हिजाब विजाब नहीं पहना था और फिर सुन्नियों ने भी फॉलो सूट किया, you know. In Karachi in the 60s, it wasn't like that. Even for the Sunnis, there were, okay, maybe there were Orthodox, yes, yes. But I don't know because I wasn't born in the 60s, but I could see through some pictures and all movies and all. It wasn't so. But you know, the Sunnis, I think after Khomeini came, they started to follow suit with their religion, and then Saudi became, so Saudi Arabia's influence. You know, first, even Afghanistan, we had a great Afghani in London. My mother's friend said, can my daughter stay at your place for some time? So my mother said, sure. And she was wonderful and she was advanced. And she wore a dress like, she used to dress up like Westerners. And she was a great lady. She had a love for us. She took us to see that movie in a cartoon form, but you know, animated Beauty and the Beast when we were children in London. She was a great lady, Afghani, and they were highly advanced people. So when Khomeini came, this happened in Karachi, Pakistan also, and then, oh yes, when Ziaul Haq also came. Ziaul came and this happened, that we became very religious and all this. The Sunni Muslims also, maybe not the Saudi influence so much when, but the Ziaul regime influence. He was like, if you, you know, referendum, if you believe in Islam, vote vote for me. Oh my God, he used Islam like anything. So before that, we could be friends. And Bhutto, Zulfikar Bhutto, I think he had given, I'm not sure if I could, but those days we had a lot of confidence as Pakistanis. And also that. So what else is there? Then where do I go? I don't know how to prove to you. You see, I'm sorry, but I just disagree with the people who are bringing in the pure awareness, consciousness, to say that we shouldn't get attached. If we have fear of attachment, that's it. You can't love someone. So you can't even die for someone. But here we have, thank God, yeah. So I can give you, maybe you won't believe in, what do you call it, Radha Rani, because it's too high for us. But what Jesus Christ says, this is for my teacher. Like I wanted to show her this, but the letters I wrote to her. Um, so Jesus Christ said that to die for your friend, to love your friend, to die for your friend or something, right? It's okay. I don't know why even the Christians. Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. Succinctly put in John 15, verse 13. Do you see this? So thank God. Christians, I don't have to work hard, blood and sweat put together, right? So wouldn't you? So now I go to a Christian priest. My my teacher sends me to Christ the King, and there was this priest there. She knew, maybe Father Mascarenhas at that time, or another one. And Father Mascarenhas, actually from Karachi, came to our house, and then he started to talk to me. Why don't you have friends your age? I, and even like male friends, I was like, I was quiet because I would not. At that time, like we just hear, but if we disagree, I just kept quiet. I was like, sorry, I was like inside, I do have male friends, but how come father is telling me to have my age male and female friends? Like, I did have male friends whom I used to play cricket with, and my neighbor used to come over and we used to talk and table tennis with and all this. But father's telling me that I should have my own age friends and all this. And like he said, even males. And inside, I was like, but I wouldn't answer him back like I do right now about, I saw this one's video and I didn't agree to this one, and I didn't agree to that gentleman, Rupert Sparrow, on this. Like, I would just not be like that. I would just keep quiet. But now I think I have to. And sorry, I can't find a more polite way to put it. And I was a little bit harsh, my tone and my rudeness way of talking in my previous live stream. I don't want anyone to feel guilty or bad that uh, I just have misunderstood. But I did lose a day yesterday on that because what I have gone through. And so, succinctly put, this would solve the case, right? Of between Miss Desai and myself. Uh-huh. So I feel that I could have become a Christian, but I didn't. Sorry, my voice. So justice for that lady, Miss Aspiration, designed myself too, yeah. But yeah, Allah, that lady, she was poor, and every time, 6 months, sorry, not 6 months, 6 years, that lady, she was quiet. Hello. So Shia, everything like I felt, no, no, I'm going to hold on to Imam Hussein because we have the Psalms, we have a complete religion and what I've written about Imam Hussein. I could have simply embraced Christianity, but I held on to Imam Hussein. Even I had the Bible in my hands. I had bought a Bible where I saw this. I was like, why was she here opposite Avari Towers? Then I went back. As she left, so I just put my hand up. I was so scared to even say hi to her. She might be disdainfully looking down, you know. She wouldn't answer to my highs or hellos or greetings. So I went back there, Avari Towers, and then I saw, oh, in this road as she was crossing the road, I saw her. But then I saw a Bible shop, Christian shop, and that's when I bought my Bible in I can't remember, 1987. No, no, maybe I was in the new house. Yeah, 1988, 89. I bought the Bible, and I saw this verse. This would have solved our problem. And I was always like, can we work this out together? instead of involving therapists and all and being separated, can we not work it out together? I don't believe in separation when we can work it out together and we have love. Because when I sent my mother to her place later on when they separated me, she told my mother that she's told the school, Karachi American School, that she does love me. And you know, when Miss Desau says love, oh my God, it's like because she used to say, mean what you say and say what you mean. And like I would have gotten married and helped her. Just had helped. We could have helped each other. I could have taken my husband there. We could have spent some time with Miss Desau. Or even if we had a bigger house, I would have asked her to come to my place and take my place as her place and give her a separate, another, you have these guest room and she can live there. And oh, but her church, she was so uh, punctual. 6:30, 7 o'clock, church in the evening. She was so punctual. Yeah, but it's better that she lived with her community. But the driver could take her to church. If I had a driver, I would have worked hard. And I'm not saying that, I'm saying that I have a husband and children, and we celebrate Christmas together now that I have a husband and children. This was my aim, my goal. So is this not enough? No greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friend. And why can't you even live for your friends and love them, right? So Jesus Christ has said, love your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. But he's also said this, and whoever gives his life for me will gain eternal life. He's also said that. But remember, he's also said this. John 15, Bible Hub. Can I go inside? No copyrights infringement. Uh, Oops, no. I keep compromising my emails and copyrights infringement. The greatest love a person can show is to die for his friends. So, can you not live for your friends also? In love, loving them? And wouldn't that be life, true life? Greatest love. 15, verse 13. So, Jesus Christ has said many things, but he's also said this. Now, what do you say about this? That fear attachments? Oh no, I don't want my friend to die for me. Okay, you may not want it, but I died for Mr. Sun. I died because she would not see me. I died. And okay, what's in our religion? What's in the Quran? What do the Shia say? Oh, the Shia say that we have to love the Prophet's family. And I was like, oh my God, you know what Jesus Christ said in Jesus of Nazareth? Uh, what was it? To love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, with all of your being. Imam Hussain has made it so easy for us. So here we have Surah Shura. And to love another, like my aunt would say that I'm committing Surah Shura, sorry, not Shuara. Shura, verse 23. Here the Shias and Muslim religious scholars unanimously agree that this general verse, which some Muslims take Quran only, or I don't know, but those religious scholars say that their religious scholars say that Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein are included in this, meaning kindness, loving kindness to my kinship, like this they put it. So now recently I found out that they've been distorting the Quran ayats, the Shias even without knowing, thinking they are they are guided by their imams also. So actually, this prophet and his evil progeny is his progeny, uh, you know, turning and twisting the words around of the Quran ayats, which he may have stolen from someone, polytheists or someone, Jews or Christians of that time. Remember, there was Waraka, and there was Khadija's cousin Waraka, and there was Bahira, the monk. The story of Bahira is in the Shia books, Hayatul Qulub by Allama Majlisi, Volume 2, I think. If it's the story of this Prophet Muhammad's life, if Volume 2 has it, I read it. I can't show you right now. So could he have taken from these people? And what he blames the Christians' Ehle Kitab of, distorting, he has distorted and he's done more. You see how because it's the Arabic is not like when I grew up, I was like, Daddy, are you sure this is love for his near of kin? Because then why don't the Sunnis believe in this? And there are Arab Sunnis, right? It is that of which Allah gives good tidings to his servants who believe and do righteous deeds. Say, O Muhammad, it means to Muhammad, religious scholars agree. I do not ask you for it, i.e., this message, any payment, but only goodwill through. See, some people translated goodwill through, i.e., due to kinship. And whoever commits a good deed. So, love of my kinship? But it doesn't even say love of my kinship here. I ask no reward from you for this, only the affection due to kin. So you see, some Muslims, they say, no, 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 this is generally for your kin, your family members, our family members. You give wada risalat. Oh, you give, sorry, a reward, ajre risalat. Sorry, not wada. So you're fulfilling this Quran ayat promise. Love of your family for your family members, if they are Muslims. Because there's another ayat which says if they are not believers, then you can't show them affection even. So, what's this? Love, mawadat. The mawadat comes from, it's not hub. It's not hub also at this point. It's not love. It's loving. See, Yawad. Oh, God, I didn't put this off. I have to just open a new tab. I keep forgetting. Yawadudu. It comes, mawadat comes from wadud, which is the name of Allah. It's not hub, is the one, loving one, most loving. Oh, it is love. I thought it was loving kindness. Wadud means most loving. Does wadud mean, what is the, let me see. Let me put it this way. The most loving, love marriage. Acha. So then hope is what kind of love? Isn't Yawadu the, okay, it means loving kindness, but in my 99 names of Allah, it says loving kindness. Living the love of Al-Wadud. Loving kindness among the servants of Allah. You see this? So some say it means Yaqeen Institute. It has loving kindness. 99 names of Allah. So I had a book like this, right? In black. 99 names of Allah. What does Waduda mean? the one who is the source of all love and loving kindness, the one who is most affectionate, the beloved, the one, okay. So here, okay, love, and then what does what hub? Hub also means love. So yes, it is loving, love. Mawadata, mawadat, mawaddata. That's the correct pronunciation. Among the relatives. You see this? Now, Shias, what do they say about this, right? So we go to multilingual Quran. Wait a minute. What's the surah? Oh, yes, yes, I know. Multilingual Quran. Sorry, going to Shakir's translation would be easier. Commentaries of Bui Ali, English commentary. 42, 42 chapter consultation. Sorry, I kept saying counseling, counsel. Thus do we see the Shias say what okay, now under this ayat, right? 23. Do you see this? Sorry, let me just fix it. Oh God, now we can't see it properly. So hope this is enough for the Zoom. That is of which Allah gives the good news to His servants, to those who believe and do good deeds. Say, I do not ask of you any reward for it, but love for my near relatives. Shakir puts it this way, and whoever earns good, we give him more of good therein. Surely Allah is forgiving, grateful. To follow the command of Allah. Now commentary. To follow the command of Allah given in this verse, refer to it's a command of Allah. I know this. Shia, I was a Shia. Commentary of Furqan, verse 57, Sabah 47, Saad 86, for the love of Al Bayt of the Holy Prophet. And also refer to Anam 91 and Yunus 72. To know that Ali, Fatima, Hassan, and Hussein and the children are the only near relative, Al Bayt of the Holy Prophet. See commentary of Al Imran 61 and Azab 33. Ibn Hajar in Sawaiq, chapter 11, page 160, and Ibn Sa'ad in Tabaqat, in the account of Umar bin Khattab, have accepted that the near relatives of the Holy Prophet are the Ahlul Bayt. The same opinion is found in Tafsir Kashaf or Kashaf, Sahih Muslim, Masnad ibn Hanbal, Tafsir Dur al-Manthur, Manthur. This verse commands the Muslims to love the Ahlul Bayt if they want to repay the Holy Prophet for his tours of prophethood. So they should follow the Ahlul Bayt in word and deed, because they have been thoroughly purified by Allah Himself, because they are the truthful, because they are the custodians of the word of Allah, because they alone know the true interpretation of the guidance sent for all mankind. A large number of narratives reported by the most reliable authorities of the Islamic history, a large number, not unanimously, prove that the verse was revealed in Medina after the births of Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. Even if they were not born and this verse was revealed in Makkah, excuse me, no Muslim can deny that Allah has the absolute authority to refer to future events and persons not yet born, as he refers to the detail of the Day of Judgment or relates the outcome of the battles the Holy Prophet fought in defense. Those who try to sidetrack the command of Allah to love the near relatives of the Holy Prophet on flimsy ground must remember that even the least ill will against the thoroughly purified Ahlul Bayt has been forbidden. From the beginning to the end of their lives, every member of the Ahlul Bayt had presented an ideal Islamic pattern of life, not equal by any among the followers of the Holy Prophet. Therefore, love and devotion to them was ordained to provide highest form of guidance to mankind. See commentary of Sabah, verse 47. Unless one loves and follows the Ahlul Bayt, one cannot sincerely avail of the guidance offered by the Holy Prophet. Love implies sincere attachment, which must manifest in every thought and deed. Imam Jafar Sadiq said, "He who obeys Allah's commands is our devotee, and he who disobeys his commands is our enemy." After the departure of the Holy Prophet from this world, his followers, number one, deprived her daughter, Bi Fatima Zahra, of her rights. See commentary of Bani Israel, verse 26, Namal 15 and 16, Nahel 90, and Maryam 2 to 15. Second, her house was set on fire, her door fell upon her, killing her unborn child Mahsan in the womb, due to which at last she died. Third, Ali was dragged in the streets of Medina, bound with ropes. 4. Hassan was poisoned. 5. Hussein, along with his relatives and friends, was killed in Karbala. 6. The remaining Imams of the Ahlul Bayt were killed one by one. 7. And their devotees who loved and followed them as commanded by Allah were persecuted and killed. It is reported that the people of Medina, known as Ansar, who gave asylum to the people of Makkah, known as Muhajirin, began to take pride in the role they played in the promotion of the mission of the Holy Prophet. Ibn Abbas and some other immigrants felt unhappy and complained to the Holy Prophet. The Holy Prophet then reminded the Ansar that it was because of him they were saved from the accursed dirt of polytheism. Accursed dirt of polytheism. And it was he who showed them the right path of salvation. The Ansar realized their folly, avowed to put whatever they had at his disposal and follow every command given to them. Then this verse was revealed. Aka Medipuya says, Qurba means nearness. Fil Qurba means for the sake of nearness. The unanimous traditions of utmost authenticity assert that nearness to the Holy Prophet means love of those relatives who are nearest to him in excellence and accomplishment. So when he was asked to point out his relatives, he pronounced the names of Ali, Fatima, Hassan, and Hussein and their children. There is not a single tradition of the Holy Prophet that Qurba refers to the relatives of the Quraysh, or the relationship of the Holy Prophet with the Quraysh or the relatives of the believers, as concocted by the anti-Ahlul Bayt commentators. The structure of the verse proves that the Holy Prophet has been commanded to demand recompense as an exception, not from everyone, but from those believers mentioned in Furqan 57, those who take the way to the Lord. The recompense is in the interest of the believers themselves, not in any way profitable to the Holy Prophet in his personal life. Instead of arham, the blood relatives, qurba, nearness, has been used to show nearness, to show that not only relationship, but also nearness is character and accomplishment is taken into consideration as the important quality. So, on the basis of this verse, love of the Ahlul Bayt has become an obligatory function of the faith. But God doesn't say love of the Ahlul Bayt in this ayat. But then they go on explaining like this and putting things like this. A fundamental condition without which no amount of devotion to Allah and good deeds will be of any use Any Sunnis may do whatever they like, but if they don't love Ahlul Bayt, your prayers, nothing, nothing, no Muslim. Right? Finished, thank God. So look at this. Distorting, meaning they're explaining. Tafsir there, na? Imams have told them what this means, this verse, and where it is. What? Nearness. Now there's no blood relations in this. It doesn't say blood relations. It says nearness. Qurba. What is qurba now? Anyways, just so any RJ coming here and saying I'm very argumentative, criticizing me, I'm critically examining even the Shia side of this verse. If you're going to say that I'm argumentative, you see, polemics, my polemics on Shia Islam. Very interesting word he used. So, Kurba, very good. So, blood relations are not like even Zed could have been his. Zed could have been here, but no, Zed was not. Zed is not in Ahlul Bayt. Panjatan Park, right? Oh my God. So, Kurba, very good point. So, just let me see was I on it here? Oops, again, I do this. So, very good point. Blood is not used here. Let me see. That which is of Allah glad tidings, believe and do righteous deeds. Say, I ask you for it. Any payment? Not any payment except the love among the relatives. So it doesn't mean blood relations. It means relatives, meaning. It's a very good point put by the commentary, Shia commentary. It could mean far off relatives, kurba, relatives. See? So sometimes when I cannot take a Shia commentary, then what do? So online research or search. Qurba, meaning affinity, nearness, kinship, and relationship. It's a wide connotation. Wide connotation. So it could mean even your adopted son, according to the Islamic way now, not the pagan Arab way, custom, polytheistic way. Acha, affinity, kinship, relationship. It could be, nearness. So, Zed. Wait a minute. There was a ayat, say Muhammad, I ask of you of no reward. What? I keep forgetting, say Muhammad. In brackets, Muhammad, I ask of you no reward. So I want to check this on multilingual Quran. Any Shia coming here as a Christian name? Say Muhammad, I ask of you no reward. You may want to protect your Shia Islam. Say, I do not ask of you any reward for it but love. Where was it? Tell them I ask no recompense for my preaching to you. Here it is. It's Surah Furqan. Say, I do not ask of you for it any payment, only that whoever wills might take to his Lord away. So you know what? Shias use this verse that and then add that one. It's so sorry, excuse me. That because oh my goodness, I do not understand. That's why the commentary section. You see, because Shias couldn't get it for the life of themselves. You know what I mean? How they've distorted. Imams have given even like I don't mean what apart from the Sunnis being deviants, Sunnis even can't see what is. So these poor Shias, they were told that here it. That's why the reference to this ayat has been given in that commentary, 57 ayat of Surah Furqan. So, on one hand, it's not like on one hand, he says, say, I do not ask of you how well the Shias have combed it, worked it out, but that's through the Imams. So, I'm not blaming the Shias. I will come to the Imams. You see, they say that here, since the verse, look at the brilliance of deception. Say, I do not ask of you for it any payment, only that whoever wills might take to his Lord away. Now there's an opening here, Shias would say. Might take to the Lord away, away. What is Siratul Mustaqim? O Lord, guide us on the right path, the path of those on whom thou hast sent thy blessings, not on the path of those who have gone astray and have incurred thy wrath. Surah Fatiha ayat, last one, right? Who will guide you? So they take Surah Fatiha, last ayat, and then they take Surah Shura, 23 verse, and so, oh, look at the miracle of the Quran. Or the deception of the false prophet. I cannot make out. See, I do not ask of you for it any payment, only that whoever wills might take to his Lord away. Right? Oh, so these poor Shias, or maybe I'm poor, I don't know who has been deceived thoroughly with a thorough deception. Away. And this is Ahlul Bayt are the way. Because if you go to, so remember this, right? If you go to Surah Al Fatiha, yes, thee alone do we worship Sunnis, and thee alone do we call for help. Sorry, but I have to say this like this very, very quickly, yeah? Just going to Surah Fatiha. You see, thee alone do we worship, and thee alone do we ask for help. But what is Sirat al Mustaqim? You don't know. What is the way of Allah? The way of Allah, God says here, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those who have earned your anger or of those who are astray. So which path? Path of those upon, not Allah's path, but of course it means Allah's path. This is the way. Lord's take away to the Lord. Now we are the means of approach. We have been bestowed favor, the path of those upon. So Ahlul Bayt, right? You work it out. I haven't worked it out from the Quran ayats. Step by step, going very slowly now, but quickly at some times, right? Searching the. So, not of those who have earned your anger or of those who are astray. The path which, see, you see, guide us to the straight way. The path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor. Kadam kadam pe Ali ko pukarte rehna. So a Shia will come here and give me a taunt like, Are you seeing this like, no- so you're very argumentative, Paul Mix. Say, I do not ask of you for it any payment, only that whoever wills might take to his Lord away. Away. So let me just check the wordings of this in Quran.com, Arabic translation. Or is it? Then slowly going. Surah Hadid, ayat 25. Oh, no, not legacy. So just to make sure everything is clear, proofs is sent down with them. What's this? See, no reward do I ask of you. But they're not making it easy. I'm very tired. Tell them I do not, and this is prophets. Surah Furqan ayat, sorry, it's not Hadith, it's Surah Furqan ayat 57. Say, not I ask of you for it any payment, ajran, except whoever wills to take to his Lord away, sabilan, sabila. Always pronounce the end. Sorry, I didn't learn the Quran in Arabic. Say, I do not, okay, way. So it's sabil, not sirat al-mustaqim. Okay, it's a way, okay? Whoever wills to take to his Lord away. So I'm going to see whether my Shias are right in this and I'm wrong about this, right? Ignorant. Made a mistake here. I will apologize greatly. So here it is Muhammad Rasulullah. Say, according to the Shias, yeah, also. Say, I do not ask of you for it any payment. Only that whoever wills might take to his Lord away. Now, how shall I seek this out? Away, right? So then they say multilingual Quran, but I don't want to go into lengthy commentaries. Ahlal, yeah, Surah Fatiha. I will have to go to, and is there a direct verse like this is means of approach? Because Bibi said we are the means of approach. Quran verse. Wasilas. Fi sabilillah. Some of the religious scholars interpret wasila, tawassal. Do your duty to Allah, seek the means of approach unto Him, and strive with might and main. So we see where this leads us today in this live stream. Sorry, excuse me. Surah Medayat 35, right? Seek over. So this is, so there it says, it doesn't mean that I do not ask of you any reward, but the reward is for you, that you, the reward of this is love of my kin, which he has made very easy, Imam Hussein at least. I can say even a donkey we thought would can tell who is on the right path, Yazid or Hussein, right? In Karbala. Okay? Sorry, just put something in my mouth. Not feeling well. I think I need the sugar or something. And with the, oh, you who believe, do your duty to Allah. Seek the means of approach, let alone what the Sunnis say, the namaz. Now we're looking at namaz is qurbatan ilallah, fasting, qurbatan ilallah, zikr Allah, qurbatan ilallah. Do you say that? I'm taking Allah's name to go near, to get nearness to Allah. Niyat karti hu, I make an intention. Anyways, so now we're seeing this, please. Now we're seeing this through a way to Allah. Let's have a look at that ayat again. Did I just, where's that, Surah Furqan? To adopt a way to take a way to Allah. Say, I do not ask of you for it any payment, only that whoever wills might take to his Lord a way. Now, love of my near of kin. Okay, so there's a like, I do not ask of you for it any payment. So there should be no payment for it. The message. Except, now there's an exception here, I have to accept. I have to accept that. Except whoever wills, that whoever wills to take to his Lord away. Without payment, right? That's it, without payment. Without any payment. Then, but the Shia say, no. Say, I do not ask of you any reward for it, but love for my near relatives. And this is hasanatan. And whoever earns good, and this is a command. Here it says, but love for my near relatives. Now, can you see where you have been? Where have I been? Except that you take the way to Allah. So there's an exception. Both ayats, that's true. For Khan, there's an exception. Oh, so your reward. Say, I do not ask of you for it any payment. But only is also an exception. But that whoever wills might take his Lord to his Lord away. Yes, Shias are right in this. Except illa. Yes. So I was wrong, I correct myself. Except, so this would be my payment, right? Except that you, whoever wills, to take to his Lord away. Oh, I didn't see this. I didn't pay attention. That's true. Shias are right, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I apologize. There's an except. It means that this, except that, meaning, okay, let me just, oh my God, yeah, Shias are right in this. And then step by step, in Surah Insan, that they love Allah more than. So, oh, since you will take the way to Allah, that will be my ajr. That will be the reward for my message. Now I see it. Sorry, I was wrong about this. So now I see it. This is right. Shias are right on this. See, because I missed it. I missed it. Sorry, I apologize greatly. Except that you take to his Lord away. No reward do I ask of this, except that you take. Yeah, that would be. See, no reward, but except only that. Yeah, it's that if you, that's the reward for me, that you take to his Lord away. Oh, so this is the reward. Sorry. Oh God, Shias are right on this. In this, Shias are right, but in this, Shias are not right. Where? So I cannot resign from this until I find the truth. No, 37. Because he also made a mistake, 5, just. And there is no sin on you if you make a mistake therein. Surah Azab, verse 5. She asks, how can he make a mistake and practice a pagan custom when he knew he was a prophet? Tell me. Call them your brothers in faith and mawalikum, your freed slaves. Mawalikum means freed slaves. And there is no sin on you. This point to be noted, right? Like you've got a stamp on Zed's head, forehead, free slave. You can even call him, oh, my free slave. What? But if you know not their fathers' names, call them your brothers in faith and your freed slaves. So you keep reminding Zed by calling him, oh, my freed slave. Oh, my brother in faith. Oh, my freed slaves. Oh, my freed slave. Huh? And there is no sin on you if you make a mistake therein. If you've made a mistake or you make a mistake. But he did practice the Arab pagan. Oh, this is not Quran.com. It's okay if you want to be a Shia and, you know, you want to follow him. And he has not made you claimed adopted sons, your true sons. That is merely your saying by your mouths. But Allah says the truth, and He guides in the right way. 5, for now, reading out. Call them by the names of their fathers. It is more just in the sight of Allah. But if you do not know their fathers, then they are still your brothers in religion and those entrusted to you. It's not freed slaves, right? One trans. What is wa maula mo wa mo wait wa moa moalikum? What's this? And proteges. You will not be blamed if you make a mistake. As allies, regard them as your brethren in faith. There's one here footnote. This is even in such a case, it will not be right to ascribe the parentage of a person to someone else. Here, because one translation you see, mawalikum means as allies. So I thought maulas. Because see, another translation from the Sunnis, we have maulas. Your like maula in like in plural form, mawalikum, mawalikum. So it's not your freed slave, your freed slave. And in this translation, you have we have here by the Sunnis, or is this Muhammad Taqi? No, Shia. Taqi because Imam Taqi. Could it be a Shia and Hassan Khan, Muhammad Mas? Okay, so I'm not sure, but just trying to guess from the name of the translator that he could be a Shia. They could be Shias, both of them. And there is no sin on you concerning that in which you made a mistake. But here, the Shia translation, if it is a Shia, you're freed slaves. And what is this? You made a mistake. This is now from Sunni foot. See the footnote, verse 1873. Very, very good. Moses said, do not blame me for what I forgot, and do not overwhelm me in my matter with difficulty. I forgot. Footnote, verse 73a. A. If someone does something against his oath due to forgetfulness, should he make expiation? And the statement of Allah, and there is no sin on you concerning that in which you made a mistake. Verse 33, Surah 33, verse 5. And Allah said, Musa said to Khidr, call me not to account for what I forgot. Surah 18, verse 73. Narrated Abu Huraira, the Prophet said, Allah forgives my followers those evil deeds their own selves may whisper or suggest to them, as long as they do not act on it or speak. As long as they do not act on it or speak. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 8, hadith number 657. This is from, remember, this is from the Sunni Muslim Islamic sources. B. Narrated Abu Huraira, the Prophet said, if somebody eats something forgetfully while he is fasting, then he should complete his fast, for Allah has made him eat and drink. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 8, hadith number 662. Okay, so from the Sunni side, because Moses, the footnotes, Shias might take it if it is, they feel it goes with the Qurba, with the Ahl Bayt and Imams and all this. And the Quran asks how the Shias do their research is different, so you can check that. But for now, I have to be quite a little bit, skipping some. And Moses said, forgive me for forgetting. So even Hazrat Musa forgot in front of Khazar. Do not make it too hard for me to follow you. Now Khizr was he had ilm laduni. He had more knowledge than Moses. even though Moses is a prophet. And now, if Rasulullah forgets, that's okay, because here the Sunnis say that. So, how do we go about this now? Where shall I go to find the truth? Do not blame me for what I forgot. Something is wrong here. Even the Shia. I'm sorry. I did correct my mistake, and right, but still, I feel something is wrong here. They love them as they should love Allah. So maybe because my karma, I was Radha Rani or something, and that the Shias even blame me for loving Ms. Tissa. Because you see, there are these polytheists here in the Quran ayat we're told. I just say told, okay? So we are informed. In the Quran ayat, we are told, it's my English, we are informed they love them as they should love Allah. And those who believe are stronger in love for Allah. So if you love them as you should love Allah, what it becomes blasphemy, right? Or something. Shirk ho jata hai na? They love them as they should love Allah. Here the polytheists are blamed like this. Very scary. And those who believed are stronger in love for Allah. And if would see those who wronged, when they will see the punishment, that the power belongs to Allah all, and that Allah is severe in the punishment. Yeah, it's unforgivable. I think it's like a shirk to love someone earthly, like let's see, oh, previous ayat, right? So you can be sure that it is about the polytheists. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the altar, giving thereby to the earth for its lifelessness, dispersing their moving creatures and its directing winds and clouds. What's this? People who have sense are of Allah's sovereignty. For people who have sense, signs of Allah, people who use their reason, different understanding, different. What's this? And yet among the people are those who take other than Allah as equals to Him. Yes, polytheists, right? Shirk ho jata hai na? Unforgivable. Quran ayat. Uh, it becomes polytheism. They love them as they should love Allah. But those who believe are stronger in love for Allah. And if only they who have wronged would consider that when they see the punishment, they will be certain that all power belongs to Allah and that Allah is severe in punishment. So, in the signs of, they love them as they should love Allah. But those who have faith are overflowing in the love for Allah. So that's why they have to follow the commands and love Ahlul Bayt, love the near qurba of Rasulullah. That's the Ajre Risalat. Let me see. The believers love Allah more. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alternation of the night and the day, and the great ships which sail through the sea, with with that which benefits people, and what Allah has sent down from the heavens of rain, giving life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness. and dispersing therein every kind of moving creature, and his directing of the winds and the clouds controlled between the heaven and the earth are signs for a people who use reason. Allah's signs, Allah's signs are there, right? And then it goes on to say, and yet, so like we have Ayatollah, right? In Shia Islam, Ayatollah. Now, a religious scholar, he calls himself, let's say, let me just show you. What do? You respect him? Ayatollah. What is an Ayatollah, you know? All these Ayatollahs of ours, Shias. Ayatollah is an honorific title for high-ranking 12er Shia clergy in Iran and Iraq that came into widespread usage in the 20th century. Wikipedia, thank you. The title is originally derived from Arabic word ayah, pre-modified with the definite article al, and post-modified with the word Allah, making Ayatollah. The combination has been translated to English as sign of God, divine sign, or reflection of God. You see this? Divine sign. No, Radharani, they're gods, forget them. These are divine signs. Or reflection of God. Citation. It is frequently used term in Quran, but its usage in this context is presumably a particular reference to the verse 40 of Surah 41, verse 53. We shall show them our signs on the horizons and in their own selves, while it has been also used to refer to the 12 Imams by Shias. 12 Imams, right? Sign of God. Ayatullah fi al-Alamain. Sign of God in two words. Worlds. Alamain. Two worlds. Or fil Alamin. In the worlds. Plural form. And Ayatullah fil Wara. Sign of God among mortals. The earliest known address of this title is for Ibn Mutahhir al-Hilli, who died in 1374. However, it was not in use until the recent century. Glasse states that following domination of 12er branch. So this is like Ayatollah, you know, divine signs. They're divine usage by location. The Sunni community of Iran does not use this title. Remember this. It is also absent in the vocabulary of Shias in Lebanon, Pakistan, and India. In Iraq, while the title is not unknown, it is only used for clerics of Iranian origin. Oh, devaluation trend. The title Ayatollah has been cheapened in the recent decades. Look at the injustice. Michael M. J. Fisher opines in Iran, from religious dispute to a revolution, that the Iranian Revolution led to rapid inflation of religious titles, and almost every senior cleric was called an Ayatollah. The same phenomenon happened to the title Hujjatul Islam before, which is today a less prestigious title than Ayatollah. However, as of the 19th century, it was given to people who were not only mushtahids, but also were the most distinguished clerics of that time. Today, there are tens of thousands called with that title who are just aspiring to become mushtahid. This trend led to the invention of new title called Ayatollah al-Uzma, Great Sign of God. Political connotations. Oh God, qualifications. So all this is very, very long. But remember, Ayatollah, divine sign of Allah. And it's only used in Iran mostly now, not Pakistan, other, and not ever used in by the Sunnis, Sunni Muslims. So now, means of approach, love of them. So when Rasulullah is saying, Allah is saying to Rasulullah, say to them that I do not want any reward for you, but save the love. So these polytheists also like signs aren't there, like among the people are those who take other than Allah as equals to Him. Equal to Him? Imagine, just look, Shias, if the Sunnis tell us that you love Imam Hussein so much, how can they do the hisab? How can they measure our love for Imam Hussein and our love for that in this love for Imam Hussein we are shirki, we have become polytheists. They love them as they should love Allah. You see, I'm doing this not for the sake of arguments or anything. I'm doing this to correct myself as I go on, as I do, and to find the truth. So in this matter, the Shias are right, but every ayat I have to take to find out that in every ayat, every way, Islam, there are no discrepancies in the Quran, to use reason also and all this. But in this way, okay, the Shias are right. In that Surah Furqan, ayat 57, and Surah, that there is no contradiction. So they find other ayats and it comes to Al Bayt. Okay, the except word is there. I did not see that, so I'm wrong in that. And but I need to go on, and as I go on and do my research, where I found discrepancies in that, how can Shias, how can they Prophet Muhammad when he knows he's a prophet make a mistake? Musa made would it? Then I'll have to go to multilingual. So I'll come back to this verse for the sake of saying that Allah has not done any kind of injustice to the polytheists. So we're multilingual Quran. Where was I supposed to go now? Which ayat to check? Surah Azab. Ayat, what do the Shias, again I have to check this. In Surah Ahzab, what do the Shias say about this mistake? 5 verse of Prophet Muhammad, not 4. Let's see if there's any. Call the adopted sons by their natural fathers, and about this mawlakum, mawalikum, also right. Call the adopted sons by their natural fathers and not by those who have adopted them, which corresponds with truth and reality. It is better to call them brothers in faith or friends. This is why I said Mawla. Like, how can Zaid be a Mawla of Rasulullah? Not a freed slave. I took Mawlakum as friend, awliya, or allies. Because brotherhood is used in a wider sense than fatherhood and is not likely to be misunderstood. Salma, daughter of Abi Ummiyah, wife of Prophet Muhammad, right? Or wrong? This is Salma, that Salma. Assert, wife of Prophet Muhammad. And what about that here, that in which you made a mistake? No commentary here and no Nothing to take us, no mention of the mistake here by Prophet Muhammad in the commentary section. What do you say about this, Shias? And if Prophet Muhammad forgot, no, nothing, right? So if when I find this discrepancy, what do I do? Some Shia here come here and call me Paul Mix? No. How can you do this? As a Christian or RJ or, disguised. And you can't tell me which country you're from because you're scared. What have you done to be scared? You haven't done anything. You've just joining me and listening to me. So how can you be scared to tell me where you're from? Oh, maybe you live in Pakistan or the Middle East. Yeah. So even Christian Prince is scared to show his face. Yeah, because of that. Yeah, it could be. But I don't know why you put that word palmix for me, RJ. Now you see, there's no mention what a run around. I want an answer. And the wives of the Prophet are their mothers. But I found that other verse that they cannot be your mothers. They who give divorce like this, you see, don't call them. Another verse, not in Surah Azab. But what do you say about this when I find such discrepancies in the Quran and in the commentary section? Commentary missing about Prophet Muhammad made a mistake. Shia commentary missing. Do you see some deception happening? What would you call it? Prophet Muhammad making a mistake. Ah, I know what to do now. Oh, Shias. Prophet Muhammad making a mistake. And nothing said about that. Silent in the commentary section. Surah Najm 53. Hmm? Oh, let me know. I swear by the star when it goes down. It is reported by Ibn Abbas, night praying Isha. Then the Lord said to Musa, I will raise up from prophet like you. Isa said, okay, your companion does not err nor does he go astray. See commentary for verse 1. Okay, so let's see this commentary. The star descended on Ali's house. The hypocrites began to whisper that in love of Ali, the holy prophet had gone astray. You see why? The hypocrites started to, because against them, the verse has come that they love them as they should love Allah, but the believers, it is reported, ye karma hai karma. It is reported by Ibn Abbas that one night, after praying the Isha Salat, the Holy Prophet told his companions, at dawn tomorrow a star will descend on the earth from the heaven. On whomsoever's house it will come upon will be my heir, my successor, and he is the divinely commissioned guide. The star descended on Ali's house. The hypocrites began to whisper that in love of Ali, the Holy Prophet had gone astray. You know why? Because there's a verse I just showed you earlier. On this occasion, these verses were revealed. The Holy Prophet is mentioned as Sahib, companion, because he was living among the people addressed in this verse. He does not speak of his own will, as also been mentioned in Deuteronomy 18, 18 verse. Then the Lord said to Musa, I will raise up from them a prophet like you, one of their own race, and I will put my words into his mouth. He shall convey all my commands to them. It is also mentioned in John 16, verse 18. Isa said, however, when he comes, who is the Spirit of truth, he will guide you into all the truth, for he will not speak on his own authority, but he will tell only what he hears, and he will make known to you the things that are coming. The Holy Prophet was always in communion with Allah. Whatever he said was the word of Allah. The Holy Prophet was always in communion with Allah. Whatever he said was the word of Allah, and his actions were the fulfillment of the divine will, fulfillment. Yet at the time of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, his close companion had doubts about his prophethood. Close companions had doubts about his prophethood, despite many verses of the Quran which assert that which has been said in verse. So, what is the reputation of his most trustworthiness? Truth. Surah Tahrim ayat. He goes back on his words. He prohibits himself what Allah has made lawful for him. You missed out a commentary mentioning why he made an unintentional mistake. Here, you're saying, what are you saying here? So, if not that way, there I made a mistake. At least now you accept your mistake, right? The Holy Prophet was always in communion with Allah. Whatever he said was the word of Allah. How could such a Holy Prophet make Surah Tahrim also? Taking both Surah Tahrim Surah Azab ayat 5 and Surah Tahrim ayat 1 into consideration now. Now you accept Shias. A lot is at stake. Against the polities, what did the hypocrite say here? He's gone astray in love for Imam Ali. Could be right, because in Najil Balagha we are told that he prayed to Allah that if I don't, where is Ali? Right? But Najul, in the commentary section of, I wonder if I'll get it here. Commentaries on the most famous, no, what, introduction. Sorry, not commentary, introduction section. Which I had. God knows what he said if Ali doesn't come. Selection. Oh God. Perhaps that is it because the book I had. How close was Imam Ali? What is this? This is about. Where's the introduction in the book? Oh God. Imam Ali and Prophet Muhammad's. It's like you have separated two loved ones, you separated Ali and Muhammad. Repent. No, but it's too late now. I will. Did he say I will not eat or something? I can't rest until I see the until Ali comes. Rasulullah said. Prophet Muhammad said, I will not rest until Ali comes back. I don't know where Imam Ali had gone. I will not eat or rest until Ali comes. You know how close they were. Imam Rasulullah used to feed Imam Ali in order to. Can't find it. No, that introduction, sorry, it's not here. Human rights and maybe I should just leave Najul Balagha. हाँ, इमाम अली को चाहने के लिए तो आप लोग रसूलुल्लाह को कुछ नहीं, अली ही जाने रसूल का प्यार, राइट? लेकिन दूसरों को आप जुदा कर देते हैं. Shows that Islam does not look down upon the appetite of. Oh, Ali, you are so important, so important. Also that, no, that he was reared, he was nurtured. Imam Ali was like, so attached to Prophet Muhammad. So where do I go? Oh, Ali, you are to me as Harun, declared he whose Mawla I am. Ali is his Mawla. Give, no, did the Prophet upon Rasulullah's affection and care for Imam Ali? I think I should put that. Prophet Muhammad's affection and care for Imam Ali. Hmm. Do Shias love Imam Ali more than the Holy Prophet? A model for love, devotion to Lady Fatima. You see why these hypocrites would. Um, it's like he says, God favored Imam Ali. Oh. O Lord of truth, O polytheistic, if you are, today you're going to help me ensure the miracle here. For the sake of truth, whoever's house it will come. However, when he comes, he is the spirit of truth. The Holy Prophet was always in communion with Allah. Whatever he said was the word of Allah. Whatever he said was the word of Allah. So then why does Allah here ask him? Hmm? Okay, besides that we have no tafsir, commentary by the Shias. They're quiet. Hello? O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself what Allah has made lawful for you? He's referred to as a prophet, not as a husband of these wives. Remember, he's still a prophet. He cannot do something for the wives that he is not in his, like as a prophet, right? Apart from being a prophet. He's a prophet all times, he says things. So why is God asking him, why do you prohibit what Allah? It's not even what he says, but he's done this. So he's done something that Allah is like, why do you prohibit? Allah isn't agreeing to him and is asking why, seeking the approval of your wives. Huh? So under no circumstances can he do this, right? What's this? And yet among the people are those who take other than Allah as equals to him. Other than Allah as equals to him. Wait a minute. They love them. Okay. They take other than Allah as equals to them, to him. They love them as they should love Allah. But those who believe are stronger in love for Allah. And why do they love them? You know why? Because they say in Surah Zumar it is said. Surah Zumar. What do these people who they take apart from Allah or something? What is it? These Quran ayats. Which is it not to Allah that sincere devotion is due? But those who take for protectors other than Allah say, we only serve them in order that they may bring us nearer to Allah. So what is Siratul Mustaqim, Surah Fatiha? We only serve them in order that they may bring us near to Allah, bring us to the nearness to Allah. There it is the way of Allah. There it is on the way of Allah. In that ayat, Surah Furqan, ayat 57 is the take away to God. Who do you make as wasilas? Human beings, Rasulullah and his all, right? Qurba. And they cannot do this. Is it not to Allah that sincere devotion is due, yet you have wasilas, you have means of approach, you have Rasulullah. But those who take for protectors other than Allah say, okay, they take protectors other than Allah, but what are they saying? We only serve them in order that they may bring us nearer to Allah. And verily Allah does not guide anyone who is given to sheer lying, is an utter unbeliever. Allah will judge between them concerning what they differ about. Sorry, this I should have read before. This last part of the ayat. Look at this. Which one shall I'll take all, maybe. Unquestionably for Allah translations. Unquestionably, or should I take the topmost? What does it say here? Unquestionably for Allah is the religion, the pure, khalis, pure. And those who take unquestionably, like you can't take anyone besides Allah as a protector. But then Surah Araf verse comes 33. Without authority. Maybe they had their authority. Take besides him, men. Dunehe besides him. Awliya. Okay, you're going to say it's... Okay, sorry, excuse me. I spoke over this. I apologize. Dunehim. Besides him. Okay, besides him. Right? Other than him. As awliya, protectors. Not. What do they say now? Not. We worship them. We do not worship them except what? Why are they worshipping them? Except that they may bring us near to Allah. Qurbatan ilallah. I qaribuna liyu liyuqarribuna, that they may bring us near to Allah. There you say, you can't go, it's Ajre Risalat. You can't be on the right path unless you follow a way to God, right? How do you follow a way to God? Love of near of kin of Rasulullah, right? Love of near of kin of Rasulullah. Surah Shura, Surah Shura, ayat 23, right? And what are they saying here? We do not worship them except we not worship them, meaning we do not, but this is in my English, proper English. We do not worship them, not we worship them, except that they bring us qurbatan ilallah, to Allah. In nearness, zulfa. So then Allah says, indeed, Allah will judge between them. Who is saying? Look at this. Third person. Indeed, Allah will judge between them. And you know, someone brought this book saying that a man has written it, and he says, like I speak in my madness, you know, sometimes a drama buzz, that, oh, Zahra, you are so terrible. You are saying this and that. What is the difference now here and there? Worship. Here, very cleverly used, okay, worship. They worship Allah. They say we not worship them, except that they bring us near to Allah. And what is the way to Allah? What is the way to Allah? Shias, what is the way to Allah? Love of near of kin. And that is Ajre Risalat, right? Ajre Risalat. And the way to Allah, way to God, yeah? But here, they only worship them. How you worship Allah here? Sunni Islam, Sunni Islam and Shia Islam in conflict. Now tell me how you worship Allah. And what is Sirat al-Mustaqim? And which way to God are you going to take? A way, you say. And if they say, and how did he put here for the polytheists? Besides Allah, right? We only worship them that they may bring us nearer to Allah in position. Like these people, bringing them, aren't these people better? They worship. They're protectors. They've taken as protectors. They will bring them in position nearness to Allah. Like God realized. Forget the way and everything now. Way to Allah. Worshipping them. They will go near to Allah in position. Become near to Allah in position. No duality. Oneness. Then you say, La ilaha illallah. There is nothing but no God but one God. But you know, the true meaning of it should be, there is nothing but Allah. What if they say there is nothing but Allah? I remember reading an interview of Dr. Amit Goswami. He get it like this. One day he have a life crisis. And I said, since I have a life crisis here in Karachi, I read online his interview. And he was very humble to share his, his career going down the drain. He was a great physicist. Very humbly shared his life story and crisis even. People could rip him apart. You know how it is in the world. If they see a weak person sharing her life story, they could exploit vulnerables. They could come and. But in America, thank God, right? Whatever American government is, the American people don't go exploiting and uh, taking people's weakness and using their vulnerability against them. Otherwise, Dr. Amit Goswami, now you know where he is? He's here. They've made movies. Dr. Amit Goswami, right? He's giving interviews. He's so famous on YouTube, everywhere, Facebook. The Theory of God. He's written books. Okay, our Ayatollahs have also written books, but he's also great. And he shared his career crisis and personal life story. And look how much knowledge he's imparting and what true. But forget that, like in America, no one exploit his vulnerability. In America, he could afford to say, like I said in London, I could afford to be a bum in London, but not in Karachi. I would have been left, right, center, molested. God knows where in the garbage you may have found me. Someone, after molesting me, raping me, group raping, then they must have found me in the garbage, thrown me in the garbage, sorry. And then someone find me in the garbage. Kachre ka corner. You see? When I come from London, I so naive. I start to become. I tell my principal, give your sister everything, whatever they are asking your cousin, her husband, give her everything. No, no. What a she woman, uh, she get raped. You rape a 67, 70-year-old, 71-year-old woman. When was it? In 1999, January. So after that, I was going, so how old was she when I can't, maybe in her 60s. Oh, yeah? So, our women, huh? But no, no, when you go to London, you can afford to be on the street like a bum, you know? And no man coming touching you. No Angarets coming. I will be safe there. One night, this little girl, she ran away. If London like this many years back, you know this story? Mr. God, this little girl not molested. Mr. God, this is not begging on the street. Finn take her to his house in the on the west in West London, right? Where maybe I see that. You know where I go? Where at the place? Where he find her? Huh? Mischievous. Story begins on the streets of the East End of London in the mid 1930s. And London, I tell you, like that even in when I go as a child in 1975, 76, while roaming in the docks at night, and then even in 1995, 96, 97, 98. London like this. But we have so while roaming the docks, but the story about some Pakistanis in London, very, very sad, very shocking. The author comes across a small girl sitting on the grating below a shop window. Hammersmith. I live near Hammersmith also. So Kensington, Hammersmith, Earl's Court. I think Finn talks about going to Hammersmith, or they live in Hammersmith. So you see, this London very, very important to me. So would you be kind enough and have that integrity to now say what message I got? I don't know. That now you're wrong, because you see, you don't mention the mistake of Prophet Muhammad in the commentary section, a prophet making a mistake, and you don't mention, Shias don't mention it. Such a shame. And then Surah Najm ayats, you say not he always, always, always speak the word of God and do the word of God, right? Then why he also make a mistake? We have a lot. You see, they said a lot against polytheists, against the Jews, against even Christian Prince saying, he explained to us how Surah Fatiha last verse, Jews accursed. And what? He say? Jews accursed and Christians lost. Surah Fatiha last verse. Right? Let me show you. Wikipedia, thank you. Where's Surah Fatiha? Did I not leave that? Oh, I changed. Jews accursed. We curse. God curse Jews or children of Israel. I don't know. But if you work it out from the Quran ayats, just for the sake of not accuracy, we can never be accurate. Even the Quran is not accurate about certain things. Surah Fatiha. Where this coming? Where Quran? Sorry to keep you waiting in silence. Sometimes कभी मैं सोचता हूँ कुछ ना कुछ कहूँ. Muslims killing me for singing and while having the Quran open. Surah Fatiha. The path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those who have earned your anger, not cursed, your wrath. I have to check this. On themselves, and not those who go astray. Zalim. Right? No. Who have the wrath? Any curse here? I don't see. But who have the makhdubi. Ghairi makhdubi. Those who earned wrath. They say. On themselves and not those who go astray. So Christian Prince has worked it out that this part is for the Jews who have earned the wrath of Allah, and this part who have gone astray are the Christians. Now I don't know. Right? I haven't worked it out myself yet. So now where do we go? We go here. And you see this. Happy UAE Day. God bless UAE. Surah Fatiha. Where do we go? Surah Zumar. I showed you Surah Tahrim. Again, you want me to go to Surah Najm or to remind you that this Shias are silent? Huh? Wait a minute. Why are the Shias silent? on this mistake. Allama Tabatabai, Tabataba, Tabatabai exegesis. Tafsir al-Mizan. That's very, very important. Today we need to know, at this moment. See, time and tide wait for nobody. And this my principal's speech in one of the farewells, graduated students, graduation of the students. Even as so we sent among you apostle, from among you recites to you communicate. No, how I find this very difficult. I'll be going page by page. Just a shortcut. How do I find Mizan? I'll have to, it's a PDF file, but it is very, very important. Please don't delay. Chapter. Huh? You see, and I find this. This is the one where some of the chapters are missing. Where's 33? You see, there's no 33. Do you see this? So how now? What shall I do? Shias are silent. See, I told you. I told you long time ago in a video or a live stream that when I went to Allama Tabatabai, you see, it's only done a little here on a much, but still a lot of Quran ayats. Surahs are missing. Surahs. So I have to go back to Aka Medipuya and Ali commentary, multilingual Quran. See? So online I can't find it. Maybe the book in his book have all the chapters, but here in English translation, preface by the author, Al-Fatiha, Al-Baqarah, Al Imran, you see this? Not all the surahs, chapters of the Quran. So what do I do now? Okay, Surah Mudathir is there, Surah Muzammil is there, but not important for me. It's Surah Insan. Maybe I will come back to this Surah in. But now what do I do? So you see, this not good. You should not remain silent about a very big thing that Prophet Muhammad made a mistake. And no mention of this mistake. And no mention like you go to this ayat, reference in multilingual Quran. Let's see. This verse was revealed when some of the Holy Prophet's companions made an excuse. Called the adopted sons by their. Oh. Fear Allah, safeguard yourselves against evil with the help of the divine laws made by Allah. And do not obey, hearken, or follow the disbelievers and the hypocrites. What? Safeguard yourself against evil with the help of the divine laws made by Allah. Surah Tahrim. Shias, I'm addressing to you and to the religious scholars and the Quran experts. Help of the divine laws made by Allah. Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1. O Prophet, or Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself what Allah has made lawful for you? Seeking the approval of the wives, disbelievers, and the hypocrites. Here it says, and do not obey, hearken, or follow the disbelievers, you know, those wives who are disbelievers and hypocrites, is addressed to the followers of the Holy Prophet through him. Because we don't need to address the Holy Prophet, he never does this. But he has done it in Surah Tarim Ayat 1. Okay, as important as this is, I don't see what, and so they, he made the mistake. Please give me something. He made the mistake. The Holy Prophet follows only that which is revealed to him, as has also been confirmed in verses 1 to 9 of An-Najm. You want to shock the living dead. I had in plural confirms this the verb tamaluna, what you do in plural. Oh, I'm having a panic attack. Silent. Sorry, as important as this is for me today, mm, and Kafir's Bedouin Arabs entered into the unholy alliance against Islam and came with a force of 10,000 men in the month of Shawwal and besieged Medina. Uh, the Holy Prophet follows only that which is revealed to him, as he, as has also been. Sorry, my head is very difficult. Huh? As no, I'm not acting. As has also been confirmed in verse 1 to 9 of An-Najm, Surah Najm, right? That I showed you. The verb ta'maluna, what you do in plural, confirms this interpretation, right? Then why does he make a mistake here? Allah has not made, and you see, these are the words of your mouths, and Allah speaks the truth. What would you say about this? No, fifth. I've read all this. Battlefield, Abu Sufyan, in the market of Akkad, Zaid bin Harith was being sold as a slave. You are to me as the back of my mother. Likewise, an adopted son was treated as a natural son. It was this crudity of the pagan morals that upon the Holy Prophet's marrying the divorced wife of his freedman Zaid, who was now Zainab bin Josh, also becomes his mother, believer's mother, in this ayat, in the surah ayat, who was also his adopted son, gave rise to a great deal of hostile criticism. Islam abolished these widespread foolish customs. In Islam, according to verse 23 of Nisa, those who have been wives of your sons proceeding from your loins. Where I want to say this, that there are customs and cultures which are different. You can't call them they're foolish. I have done a project on this in Alban College. The universality of laws and the relativity of laws. And in that, I brought customs and culture differ. So we must understand, bridge, and not call another's of culture, custom foolish, because they really treated their sons as their natural sons. So why not? What is so bad in that? See, here it's written even by the Shias. Likewise, an adopted son was treated as a natural son, and they would never even marry their adopted sons because his wife, because they treated, if someone treats you like you're telling me this also, right? Ye dunya ke badalte rishte, Indian song. So no, we go. I need a break from this. No, yes, okay. Please, I need a break. My head, I have these headphones on, and I can't take this. I feel that I'm been deceived so terribly. I have to run around. I will continue, though. I'm here to continue. My eyes are also. I feel very, very weak all of a sudden. It's not that I'm making any excuses or to avoid. I will come back and complete this, right? Today. So, but I need some rest. Thank you so much.